You know it's a full alert, baby.
It's Bugatti Beats.
Yeah. Full alert, it's full alert. Full alert, it's full alert. Full alert, it's full alert. Yeah. I told y'all motherfuckers about Aurora and how it's gonna blow up. And Kira did the same and make you throw up. I was talking about Kush bottles, KSHB. I was talking about I ain't this and what they gon' be. It was BVO. We gave you all the answers. TRST, shit, you know it's cancerous. Don't forget about Afria, we brought you into harvest. But why you still hate on the kid? Why? That shit is far-fetched, it's the 52-week lows. That's just how it goes. Rich TV is shit, we about to make some dough. Yeah, right on everything in January, shit is popping out. Rolling up some good in the backwater and we puffing clouds. Bow down, I ain't a hater like you. Bow down to a greater trader than you. Bow down, I ain't a hater like you. Bow down to a greater trader than you. Yeah. Full alert, it's full alert. Full alert, it's full alert. Full alert, it's full alert. Yeah. Full alert, it's full alert. Let me take you to the future with ACP on top and Afria right next to that shit in the second slot. I'm like Jordan in his prime, shooting with Pippen, making money all the time, fucking with some man. Kush bottles ain't going nowhere, you know it's gaining hype, and if you ain't watching, you ain't winning. It's time to say goodnight. Zena with the fever, that shit diva with the heater. You can leave that shit with Beaver. I don't fuck with non-believers. I got fire in my pocket, make my way up to Supreme. If you bet on this company, you gon' make some cream. XLY, I got lots of that. It's about to pop and fag. I ain't gotta stop the rap to tell you that you copping that. Vivo, I buy that in my Speedo with eyes closed, eating a burrito or eating on some fucking Cheetos. Yeah, you know you buy that shit. It's a new strike on these haters and the missile get you hit. Yeah, bow down, I ain't a hater like you. Bow down to a greater trader than you. Bow down, I ain't a hater like you. Bow down to a greater trader than you. Yeah, full alert, it's full alert. Yo, full alert, it's full alert. Full alert, it's full alert. Yo, full alert, it's full alert. Rich TV live. Ill kid in the fucking building.
Good morning, this is your captain speaking, Rich from Rich TV Live, and Zuma Away Travel is zooming. Now, they're coming down a little bit. They went up big to a high of 10.5 cents today. They opened up at 8.5 cents, went to 10.5. They were up 31% at one point. Now they're at 9.5 cents, up 18.75%. And let's just quickly go through the news so you guys know exactly why they are flying. So this is the news today that is breaking on ZoomAway Travel. Zuma Away Travel Inc., the company, ZoomAway.com, a leader in the hospitality technology sector, is proud to announce it has received final exchange approval to purchase the assets of Tieritup Inc., the creators of Tripsy travel platform, Tripsy.travel. The terms of the acquisition were originally announced on August 23rd, 2019, and can be found at ZoomAway.com. Sean Schaefer, CEO of ZoomAway Travel, commented, "The process to finish this took longer than we had expected, but in the end, we are very excited to get working with the project. Our priority will be working on the group and event registration platform, and after that, we will tackle the retail website, Tripsy.travel, to get various pieces working and to eventually plug into our access to over 120,000 hotels worldwide. Possible integration with any of our ZoomOUT plans will also be in the forefront of our work in this platform as well." Raymond Martinez, co-founder of Tieritup Inc. and current employee at Unity Technology, stated, "We are very excited to be shareholders of ZoomAway, ZMA, and we can't wait to see where our products go from here. I believe that ZoomAway has great plans with all of its products, especially ZoomedOUT. We will be here to help transition and remain active friends of the company. This is the big news. This is breaking news. Because of that, the stock has been on the move. Just wanted to bring it to your attention. This was brought to my attention within the group chat on Telegram. Greatest group community on the planet. And we're able to share information in real time. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We knew about this before the stock even exploded. We weren't really surprised that it's exploding. We got into the stock at 2 cents. It's been as high as 14 cents. If we take a look at the 1-year chart, let's actually take a look at this 6-month chart. So I really like Webull. I'm using the Webull app. If you guys would like to get onto Webull, I have a link to Webull down below where you can get 2 free stocks to use this trading app. And if you're new to trading or if you're wanting to get into trading, I think Webull is probably one of the best apps out there. It's got a great desktop platform. But one of the things they do is kind of what I do here is they mark like the low, 2.5 cents, 2 cents. They mark the high, 14.5 cents. And we literally were bringing this stock at the beginning of the year when it was at 2 cents and nobody even knew about it. Nobody knew they existed. Nobody knew what they were. We brought it at 2 cents and we bought it at 2 cents, most of us. It went as high as 14 cents. It did consolidate down as low as, I believe, 5 cents, which really has been the new bottom. So if we do see it consolidate back down, I think 5 would be the bottom. And now we're seeing it shoot back up. It's been as high as 10.5 and we're right now at 9.5 cents, up 18%. So this is Zuma Away Travel making a big move. It's a penny stock, but these guys are working with Google and these guys have some incredible partnerships. So put Zuma Away Travel on your watch list, put it on your radar. They've been a big winner and I think that they will continue to be a winner for our community. I'm not suggesting you buy this in the green and chase the green. This is a stock you need to watch carefully. You need to date it. And when you see it goes down on red and you see it's beaten down and you see it hitting those lower levels, those low lows, that's when you want to position yourself. And then when you see profits and you see the green, take the money and run. That's the way you got to trade this. Mr. Joe Fly says, how do we use Webull from Canada? Webull is free. Anybody can download the app. You can go and use it on your desktop. I'm in Canada. I'm using it on my desktop right now for free. And you can see they've got all these amazing options. We can take a look at our watch list. This is my watch list right now. See what's red, see what's green on the watch list today. Let's see here. ADXS. Man, shout out to Brent. He keeps talking about ADXS. It's up 15% right now. It just keeps going. It's like the gift that keeps on giving. Take a look at ADXS. You can see they've been really making a big move here in the last month from 30 cents to over 72 cents. And this is just another one of the stocks that's being talked about in our community chat on Telegram. If there's anything else that's moving that we need to talk about that I should be looking at, please let me know. I love to pull it up. You can take a look at the broader markets on Webull, as you can see here. Once again, Mr. Trump making America great again. I mean, this is nuts. Look at this. 2,700 advancers today, only 798 decliners. So many people trying to say that the markets are going to crash, but yet the markets are all-time highs. Do you honestly believe those people that are saying the markets are going to crash? Do you honestly believe those people that are saying that we're going to have a recession? What recession? We're at all-time highs, people. Do not believe the lies. We're at all-time highs, and this will continue. Mark my words, this will continue. As long as Mr. Trump is the president of America, this trend will continue. Look at Berkshire Hathaway. $333,000 a share. You think that Warren Buffett is happy with Mr. Trump? You think? Just a little? You even got paper trading here on Webull as well. Start paper trading with $1 million. Oh, you can see here the level 2 right now on GRWG. Here's the level 2. Let's take a look at the level 2 on ZoomAway. Will it show it? No, because it won't show because of the penny stock. Let's do CGC. There's a level 2 on CGC. It's up slightly. You can see the bid is at 1867. Actually, no, these are the time and sales. Yeah, this is the time and sales. These are the last trades. I know there's level 2 somewhere on here. I'm still trying to figure this out myself, but I can't figure it out. I can find it on my phone, but I can't find it for some reason on the desktop version. If we go back to watch list, ADXS is having a nice day. Here we go. So GCAN, Greater Cannabis, up 33%. INSYQ, up 30%. WUHL, Wahoo General, up 25%. NDYN, up 23%. Believe, up 20%. Delray Metals, up 20%. And then ZoomAway, you see, at 18%. ADXS, up 16%. WLAB, White Label, up 15%. These are some of the players that are really moving today. Wow, Kern is flying, guys. Absolutely flying for Kern. Wow, Northbud, NBUD, that's a secret pick right there, up 8%. OESX, up 7%. Akerna, Kern, up 7%, now at $11. CanTrust, it's funny, didn't I just make a video yesterday telling you guys CanTrust will be back? Yeah, they're up 6%. This is what I like to see. This is what I like to see. Now, if we go to Kern, I really want to look at Kern. Let's look at Kern. Kern's been interesting because Kern hit a bottom of $3.16. What, right here? $3.16 November. If you bought Kern at the bottom at $3.16, we are now at $11.20. You would be up in less than a month 250%. This is what I'm talking about. It's not about whether or not this cannabis sector is going to be good. We already know the cannabis sector is going to be good. It's about finding the bottom, folks. It's about identifying the best stocks and finding the bottom, okay? Because the green gold isn't going to go anywhere. I promise you that. Green gold will not go anywhere, okay? Green gold will only get bigger and green gold will only get better. The reality is you need to identify who are the best and position yourself at the best, in the best, at the lowest possible prices. No, you can't trade with Webull in Canada. Only Americans. So if you're American and you would like to start trading, I would suggest Webull. They will offer you 2 free stocks if you deposit at least $100. And I'm using the Webull desktop here in Canada. It's a free version. You can also use the mobile on your phone version, also free in Canada. So I really like it. It's got some cool features, which I enjoy. And it's a very interactive platform, and I like the platform. So from that perspective, I really like using it, and I'm going to be using it more and more and more. And hopefully you guys can follow along with me wherever you are. Man, Brent, you're a beast, bro. I got to give a shout out to Brent Jaggers. ADXS, let's pull it up. You're right, man. Once again, you're right, bro. Your winning percentage is just insane, man. You are a machine, Brent. ADXS, I'm loving it. Up 16%. Brent's been talking about it since it was at like 30 cents. So yeah, it's been an absolute beast. And as you can see, the trend just continues with ADXS, an absolute beast. You're a beast for bringing them to us, man. And you just keep bringing us those winners, brother. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. If there's anything else that's flying today, that's trending today, that's running today, please let us know. A couple days ago, I made you guys a video on Meta. Told you guys that I thought that they would go up. They were at 17 cents at the time. They're now at 19.5 cents. They did hit 20 cents today. So I would make sure you have Meta on your watch list. Make sure you have it on your radar. I think the upside is tremendous for these guys. And I think they will continue to do well. I really do. And I believe that the cannabis sector will continue to grow. I really do. I think that we're nearing a bottom, and I think the upside will be tremendous from here. Not everybody will go up. Only the best will go up, and let's talk about it. I told you guys yesterday, and I just keep doing this, and they just keep going up. Liberty Health. Told you guys, Liberty Health. I mean, look at this chart. This is absolutely freakish. Liberty Health just keeps going up every single day. It's up another 4% today. It's the gift that keeps on giving. I told you guys, Liberty Health Sciences. Why? Profitability. MSO in Florida. Just opened up 20 stores. They go down so they can go up, folks. And that's exactly what's happening here. This is the last month alone. You could have got in Liberty Health at 42 cents in the last month. They're now at 75 cents. And I believe that this trend will continue. Mr. Joe says, Rich, you need to start your free trading app in Canada. Nothing is available here. It's a good idea. I'm sure we can do something. There's so many things going on. But yeah, that's a possibility. Justin says, I use Webull app in Canada. Nice quick updates, real-time prices with stocks. Yeah, I like it, and I use it as well. So let's take a look. Anything else that's moving right now? If there's anything else that's moving that I need to bring to the audience's attention, please let me know. I told you guys that Trulieve is the number one cannabis company right now in the cannabis sector. They're up again too. 1.26% at $17.75. Let's look at the 1 year chart. So you could see started the year much lower. Been as low as, I guess it went as low as like $8 at one point. It's been as high as $21 in that big run up that we had earlier in the year. Came all the way down to a low of around $10. That's when I started saying that they were the number one pick because they were generating profits. They were the number one pick because they were generating profits. And I said everybody needed to watch them. Everyone needed to put it on their radar. And look at that. Since then, in the last, let's just say 3 months specifically, straight line up. Straight line up from $10. As you can see, it was at $10 not too long ago, and all the way now to $17.75 in the last few months alone. Now, I'm not suggesting you chase the green. I'm just saying that you need to put these guys on your watch list. You need to put them on your radar. You should not even consider buying cannabis stocks without thinking about Trulieve first. I would be looking at Trulieve first. I would be looking at Liberty Health Sciences right away. These are two of the companies that I would be looking at immediately. Two major players in America, two MSOs that are at the top. What I mean by at the top is they're profitable companies. They're doing things the right way. They're running their business the right way. They're generating profitability, which very few other companies are. And that's why their stocks are going up. So we really need to identify the best. And as long as we identify the best, we give ourselves a great chance to win. Yeah, Liberty Health just keeps going. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Brent says, still like Sage, so much room to move. Let's take a look at Sage. Sage at $64. I'm going to add it to my watch list. Up 6% right now. Sage. So you could see on the 1 year chart that this bad boy's been way higher. Way, way, way higher. Wow. We're talking about a stock that's been as high as $180. Like just a few months ago. Had a massive crash down. Like this crazy crash down. And now is up 5.8%. I love the way that you're thinking, Brent. You're a beast, man. You are a beast trader. You got a great way of trading. I really like the way you do it. I like the way you think. I like your strategies. And you've got an amazing winning percentage, man. So please just continue to share your winners. I absolutely love it. Go back 1 week. Let's go to 5 day. Yeah, you could see that huge drop. So Webull's pretty good here because it actually identifies the drop from $150 December 4th. Bam. Down to $50. That was an epic drop. and now it's starting to climb up a little bit. So yeah, I mean, for it to go back to 150, we're talking about some huge upside right now. Justin says, CGIX, look at the share structure. Let's take a look. Cancer Genetics. Let me add it to the watch list. Thank you for this pick. I appreciate it, Justin. I just added them to my watch list. I always like to look at the 1 year chart, see where it's been. So you could see the high, and I love the fact that Webull actually marks the high, $20.70, and the low of only $2. And here we are at $6.72, now up 22.86%. Cancer Genetics. They've been on an epic run. As you can see here, they were at $2. Not too long ago. 2 weeks ago, November 19th, they were at $2. They're now at $6.79. These are the types of plays that we love, where you can make a multiple, where you can double your money, triple your money. You know, we got to continue to find these plays, and we got to continue to talk about them. We got to continue to bring them to the community. This is how we're going to win. We're going to win by investing in the best, because the best is blessed. So thank you for sharing this pick as well. So I'm going to start coming in more often and just bringing picks that are flying early in the morning. Look at Apple. I told you guys Apple was going to fly. I've been talking about Apple for so long, and they just keep going higher. And I'm telling you guys, they're going to keep going higher. They'll just keep going higher. Everyone keeps talking about how this market's going to crash. It's a complete lie. Market is not going to crash. The market's going to continue to go up. The only way the market crashes is if President Trump is no longer the president. As long as President Trump is the president, we will see a bull market and an epic melt up in the market like you've never seen in your life. Remember where you heard it first. We've already seen an epic bull market in 2019. Despite the fact that everyone keeps saying that the markets are going to crash, they keep going higher. My prediction is that continues. It will continue. This momentum will continue. Look at this. You could have bought Apple at $142 this year. Their low is $142, and now they're at $270. You could have made almost 100% on Apple, a blue chip stock. That's right. This year. So don't miss out on these types of opportunities just because the media is trying to create fear and panic. They do that on purpose. That's their role. That's their agenda. So they get you scared. You don't take advantage of the movements. And then the only people that are really taking advantage of the movements are the people that are on the inside, people that are in the know, and the elite and the rich. They're taking advantage of these movements, and they're making a killing. Meanwhile, the average person sits on the sideline because they're scared because of fear and panic. Sava moving. Let's take a look at Sava. Wow, 34%. Crazy. Crazy movement. Huge movement. Guys, add Cassava Sciences Inc. to your watch list. Put it on your radar. Now up 34%. Looking at the indicators, they're pretty bullish here. They're all pointing up, but I wouldn't chase anything up 34%, just me. But indicators looking pretty bullish. The MACD climbed up on this big move, and now they're crossing right now. So you always got to be careful. Two things are going to happen after they cross. Either it's going to go up or it's going to go back down. Because it's had a lot of movement up, I'd be careful to chase it, but you definitely want to put it on your watch list and put it on your radar. There's definitely a reason why this is moving. Thoughts on Slack? Slack. Wow. So let's take the 1 year chart on Slack. So yeah, Slack's been just coming down. I like Slack. I think that this might be the time to really position ourselves. You could see they were a little bit lower and they're starting to come back up. Yeah, I think that the upside will be tremendous here for Slack. I like Slack. So you could see here on the MACD that they're pointing up. See how these lines are starting to point up here on the MACD? That's a very bullish indicator. So despite the fact the stock's been going down, the MACD is showing that a lot of buying pressure is coming in. I like Slack. And based on the fact that we've seen them, way, way higher and they've come back down, I think there will be room for them to move up. Shop. Shop is just nuts. This is the American one, $366. As you can see, the 1 year chart, they've been as low as 117 in America, and they are now today at $366. Congratulations to anyone who's taking advantage of this move on Shop. If you have, you're up like 200% on Shop in 2019. So despite the fact they keep talking about a recession and they keep saying the markets are going to crash, markets are at all-time high, folks. They're not going to crash. It's a complete lie. And you need to really open your eyes and see what's going on right now, because the markets are not going to crash. The markets are going to continue to stay strong, and they're going to continue to be bullish. Look at this. Dow Jones again up another 1%. S&P 500 again green. NASDAQ again green. Just breaking records every single day. Every single day. And this is the thing I love about Webull. Everything is right here. Look, you just click on top gainers. They all show up. Right? They all show up. Then what you can do is you can go back and say, okay, let me take a look. WEBK. Go here, WEBK. Add them to my watch list. Bam, pop it up. It's up 29%. I'm going to add it to my watch list. Now they've been added to my watch list. So this is how I'm building my watch list every day. Like every day, I'm building my watch list by doing these. Top gainers, let's see. Big lots, BIG. ONTX, man. We've been talking about ONTX too. Wow. And it keeps going. BIG. Let me add BIG first. Big lots. Up 25%. We're going to add that to the watch list. And then ONTX. We've been talking about that in the group chat lots. And people have been messaging me, talking to me about ONTX. ONTX is a great example. It's been as high as $4.83. It's been as low as 10 cents on the NASDAQ. And now it's making a big move up to 35 cents, up 22%. ONTX. So there's a lot of moves being made in the markets, and the markets are extremely strong right now and very, very bullish. So don't believe the lies, don't believe the media, don't believe the hype that the market's going to crash and that we're going to have a recession. I've been saying it all year long that we will not have a recession. I've been 100% correct. Where's the yield curve? Everybody was afraid about the yield curve. Where's the fear in the yield curve now? We're at all-time highs in the S&P 500. We're at all-time highs. All-time highs, folks. All-time highs on the S&P 500, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, as I predicted we would be. I told you guys we would not have a recession. I told you the markets would continue to run under Trump, and that's exactly what they have done. To the tune of 2,666 companies up today, at least 2%, and 683 companies down 2%. There's way more advancers than there is decliners right now. That's a fact. Way more advancers than there is decliners. Way more advancers than there is decliners. And that's just a bullish sign if I've ever seen one. Justin says, I listen, haha. Do tell about this Northbud stock. Oh, man. All right, so this company here is a very secret one. I should leave it for a video, But, since we're live, I'll talk about it. So Northbud right here is a company that's working very closely with Tetro Biopharma. Tetro Biopharma just got FDA approval and is doing something that very few companies are doing in the cannabis sector. They are making a difference in helping people medicinally, okay, with illness and disease and different illness. Northbud is very quietly working with them. They got a tight float, they got a strong management team, and they're secretly and quietly building a giant business. Nobody knows about them. Nobody's talking about them. But of course, here at Rich TV Live, we're going to talk about them. We're going to talk about them first, and we're going to bring them to your attention and put them on your radar. So you need to put Northbud on your radar right now. You need to put them on your watch list. They are up 8% today. I'm not surprised. I've been talking about it, and they've been climbing. I believe this will continue. I think they will continue to climb. You can see their 5-day chart. They've been secretly starting to make a move. If you look at the MACD, it looks extremely bullish. Look at all the green candles. There's a lot of buying pressure all of a sudden. Look at the Bollinger Bands pointing up. Okay? So there's a lot of strength here and buying pressure on Northbud. I believe this continues. You need to put Northbud on your watch list. You need to put it on your radar. It's probably a separate video in itself, but since you guys are here and you're watching and you're joining me here on a Friday, I figured I would let you guys know because I love to bring you the winners first. Kind of addicted to it, actually. Let's see here. Martin says, I just buy Radiant Technologies. Hope for the future. I like Radiant Technologies. Brent says, sounds getting ready for 28,000 up 277 points. Bull market. It's a bull market. Do not listen to the bears. Do not listen to the haters. Do not listen to the trolls. We are having a bull market, and my prediction is that 2020 will get even bigger and will be even more powerful because it's an election year. We've got President Trump making America great again, creating jobs, making the stock market bigger and better than it's ever been. You think that this isn't going to continue? The Fed is pumping money into the markets, folks. The elite are buying stocks. Are you buying stocks? Are you taking advantage of this epic run? Are you changing your life? Because 2019 could have changed your life for stocks if you were buying the broader market. Because the only thing that went down in 2019 was cannabis stocks. Everything else overall has been deep green. That's a fact. Kyle says, morning, all snow day, no work. Hey man, perfect day to sit at home and just make money trading. Brent says, listen to Trump and buy U.S. uranium. Put your sweater on. Where is Northbud from? I'll do a video on Northbud, don't worry. HARV is creeping back up. Let's take a look at HARV. I believe that 2020, we're going to see a lot of the cannabis stocks explode. A lot. So I would get ready. Wow. HARV is up 8.63%. Thank you very much for the pick. System deadlock. Irishman says IGEX is moving forward with Sinister Labs, RM. Both companies tweeted LOI signed. Nutritional products sold worldwide. 3 to 4 million in revenues. Not toxic notes. CEO's last company was sold for 250 million. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. So Harvest Health and Recreation is making a big move right now today. And my prediction is that we are going to see the cannabis sector explode in 2020. And I've got some other predictions that I'm going to give you, but I'm going to do it in a separate video. But I believe that not only are we not going to have a recession or a crash, we are going to have a boost in the market like we've probably never seen before ever It's called a melt up, a market melt up. And some of the biggest experts in America are predicting that before we do have a crash, because we will have a crash, but it's not coming yet, we're going to have a massive melt up in the market where you're going to see the stock market explode first before it comes down. Because historically, that's always the way it happens. And we've had a nice run up in 2019, but it's been more like a slow walk up. It hasn't been an explosion. The explosion is coming. Get ready. And I'm going to make a bunch of videos for you guys outlining the companies that I think we need to work with in 2020 if we want to get rich, if we want financial freedom. And I believe that 2019 was one of the best years ever to get financial freedom in the broader markets. I think 2020 will be even better. And I'm going to show you guys some stocks and some strategies that I'm going to be looking at and positioning myself for 2020 to really lock in profits and maximize and take advantage of the biggest bull market of my entire life. So when you see stocks like Apple up 100%, Shopify up 200%, Facebook climbing, Berkshire Hathaway climbing, when you see all of these biggest and the best companies in America climbing, what do you think that means? Is that a bullish or bearish? Clearly it's bullish. I believe this continues. Irishman says 2020 we will see consolidation of MJ stocks. Fed will be printing to infinity. This is what people don't understand. I try to explain to them. People are like, oh my goodness, they're printing too much money. I'm like, it's printed. Do you think they care? They're just going to keep printing more. Why would they stop? It's printed. It's paper, folks. The only thing they're hurting are the trees. It's paper. You think they have a problem printing more paper? Hell no. And what the Fed does is they're going to print the paper and they're going to use that to buy all the stocks. That's the way it goes, folks. So you can't stop this. President Trump has a mandate to make America great again, and he is. He's making America great again. He wants to be the best president ever in the history of America. He's on track. That's a fact. More jobs being created, better stock market, robust real estate. He's making America great again, folks. Believe it or not, he's making America great. You could say whatever you want, but at the end of the day, numbers don't lie, but people do. Stock market in America right now is at all-time highs, and it will continue. This is not going to stop. Nobody can stop this. This cannot be stopped. Yeah, it will come down, but not next year. Next year, we are going to see a run for the ages. We saw an amazing run in 2019. 2020 is going to be better. Mark my words. And it's not just me saying this. I'm getting this from experts in America that have an amazing track record of winning. And I love to win. Right now is the best time to win. There's so much money to be made in the market. It's just crazy. Cleon Davies says, hey, Rich, thanks for all the info. Keep up the great work. Hey, my pleasure, man. Whatever I can do to help you guys win, man. What are your recent thoughts on Believe Inc? Believe Inc has been a nightmare, man. I'm just really wanting to not waste my time with garbage companies. I want to focus on the best are blessed, and stay away from anybody that is tainted or flawed, and really just focus on the companies that I think are going to be winners. But there's so many good companies out there. Why are we going to focus on trash, right? We can focus on treasure. Why are we going to focus on trash? We need to put our money in places where we can make money, not lose money. Dixie Normus says, so are you off the cannabis kick or what? No, I'll never be off the cannabis kick. I love cannabis stocks. Cannabis stocks are going to explode in 2020. I'm deeply invested in cannabis stocks, over $100,000, and I'm going to continue to. But my goal right now is to diversify in all of the areas that I think are going to be huge in 2020. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, 5G. You better get into 5G right now. Bitcoin. You better get into Bitcoin right now. And cannabis stocks, you better get into the best cannabis stocks right now. Those are the three of the hottest sectors that I believe are going to be epic in 2020. And if you really want to get financial freedom and you want to become a millionaire in 2020, you have the chance. Get into 5G. Only invest in the best 5G stocks. Get into Bitcoin. Only buy Bitcoin. Forget all the other bullshit coins. Bitcoin is the only coin that matters. Bitcoin, 5G, and cannabis stocks. And invest in the best profitable cannabis stocks. I've been bringing them to you every day. I've been talking to you about it every day. I told you Liberty Health Sciences was one of my best in my top 10. And look at the chart on Liberty Health Sciences. I told you guys that TrueLeaf has been one of my top 10 cannabis stocks for the last 5 months. Every month for the last 5 months, for the exception of 1 month, TrueLeaf was my number one pick. Since then, for the last 5 months, all TrueLeaf has done is go up. That's a fact. That's a fact. They will continue to go up. Why? They're profitable. The market is all-knowing. TrueLeaf Cannabis is the most profitable cannabis company in North America with the exception of Scott's Miracle-Gro. That's why they're going up. Big money invests in profit. News is great. Profit is better. TrueLeaf is the most profitable company in the cannabis sector. That's why they're the biggest winner. This is where you need to start. If you want to buy cannabis companies right now, TrueLeaf is where you need to start. Irishman says, nope, they don't care, and the value of the dollar will decrease to zero. Well, it'll never decrease to zero. Irishman says, low-paying jobs, 100 companies are buying their own stocks. It's running on low volume. It's not your mom and pop investors. Ray Dalio said the market will crash soon. He's wrong. He's very wrong. And he's going to get hurt bad. Mark my words, he's very wrong. Not only will it not crash, it's going to explode. And it's going to explode further. And you want to know why? Nobody's taking advantage of these moves because the media is telling everyone it's going to crash. Meanwhile, the only people buying these stocks are the Fed, the rich, the elite, and the people in the know. And people that are watching Rich TV Live. Everybody else is going to miss the biggest resurrection of our lifetime. A lot of people already missed it in 2019. Despite the fact that everything keeps going higher, people are on the sidelines. Why? Let me explain to you guys something. Everybody jumps on a moving train in the stock market. That's just the way it works. People are sheep. They're followers. They're not leaders. When the stock market gets really euphoric, because it started, but it's been slow. When it starts getting really euphoric, and it will in 2020, everybody's going to jump in. And once everybody jumps in and everything really truly gets to the top, that's when it's going to crash. That's how it works. Nobody's buying right now. That's why they're going up. That's the way it works. When all the retail gets their money into something and everybody jumps in, like when everybody jumped in on Bitcoin at 21,000 was saying it was going to go to 100,000 and it crashed to 3,000, that's the way the stock market works. So what's going to happen is it's going to run up like crazy. It's going to break records like no one's ever seen. It's going to go more nuts in 2020 than anyone's ever imagined. And remember this prediction and where you heard it first, okay? Everybody's going to jump in because they're going to jump in on a moving train. They're going to jump in, and then once everybody jumps in and it's at the very top, then it's going to crash. It's going to create a massive panic. People are going to lose their shirts. And that's the way the market works. Historically, that's how it works. That's how it works. And why does it crash when everybody has their money in? Because once everybody has their money in, there's no buying pressure. So once there's no buying pressure, it'll automatically collapse. So the reason why it's all climbing up right now, it's not because of retail. It's because the institutions are the ones that are buying. The Fed's the ones that's buying. That's why they're all going up on the volume. Once the retail jumps in, it's going to take everything up tremendously. And then once all the money's in the market, that's when it's going to crash because there will be no more money left in the market to take it up anymore. That's when it crashes. Look at any historical pattern. That's exactly the way it works. I spent a lot of time studying this. And I promise you, 2020, there will not be a crash. There may be some corrections. Historically, whenever we've had a huge explosion in the market, there's always been 5 corrections a year. Despite the fact the stocks go up, there's always corrections along the way. But when you look at the chart over the year, you see that it's up tremendously. 2020 will be no different. There will be some corrections, but at the end of the year, we're going to see a massive explosion from the beginning of the year to the end. And remember where you heard it first. I just want to make sure you remember where you heard it first, because I was also the guy that said all year, when everyone else was predicting a crash, I said no crash. When everyone was predicting a recession, I said what recession? I don't see a recession. I don't know about no recession. What recession? Stock market all-time highs, jobs being created all over the place, real estate keeps going up. What recession? What recession? It's lies. It's all lies. All lies. Irishman saying, not saying you can't make millions, but get real. The market did fake, just like the job numbers and housing. So you're telling me that the market is not at all-time highs? That's a fake? No, that's very real. Call it whatever you want. The market's at all-time highs. It's never been this high before. That's a fact. And it's maintaining this, and I predict it will continue to maintain this, and it'll continue to go above. And just because somebody's a $1 billion hedge fund owner doesn't mean that they know everything. Trust me. There's people on the right side and the wrong side of every single move in the market. Believe me. If you're a shorter, you have lost everything in 2019. What are you shorting? You're shorting an entire sector, the entire world that's going up? So why do you think that the cannabis stocks are down? Because the shorters have moved into cannabis because they're getting their asses handed to them in the broader markets. That is a fact. That is a fact. Kyle says, with all the due diligence you do, Rich, why do you diversify so much? Everyone invests different, but in my heart, I feel if you know the one because you have done it, all your research, due diligence, stick to it. If you look at any of the best investors in the world, they're all going to tell you to diversify. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify. Diversify, diversify, diversify. I'm going to tell you the same thing. Bitcoin, 5G, cannabis stocks. I'm going to be buying all 3 in 2020. I already own lots of cannabis stocks and I already own Bitcoin. I don't own any 5G stocks, but I fully intend to buy 5G stocks. I will not publicly be telling anybody what my buys are anymore. Those days are over. I'm not interested in being some type of puppet for the shorters to try to short. Those days are over. I'm strictly going to focus on educating and entertaining the public and giving you my views on what's going on in the market. I'm not going to tell you what I'm buying. So don't even ask me. Don't waste your time asking me what I own, what I'm buying. Those days are over. I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you guys the truth. I'm going to educate you guys. I'm going to continue to educate myself and bring you guys the information that I'm learning. And what I'm learning for some of the best investors ever is that before this market crashes, it's going to melt up first. Have you ever heard the term melt up? I want you to look at every single crash in history and look at the way the market jumps before it crashes. And before every single crash in history, we have a melt up. 2019 was the beginning of the melt up. We're only maybe 30% of the way up. we still have a long ways to go up before the crash happens. Because the retail hasn't even gotten involved yet. Because all the retail's on the sideline, scared, thinking that we're going to have a recession, which is not going to come. Thinking that we're going to have a crash, which is not going to come. And what's going to happen is when they see everything just keeps going up and going up and going up, everyone's going to start talking about the stock market. Your cab drivers, your friends, your teachers, everyone's going to be talking about the stock market. That's when everybody gets in. And when everybody gets in, that's when it's going to crash. That's a fact. And you heard it here first from your boy Rich. Just remember who told you first, okay? I just want you to remember who told you first. Just remember where you heard this information first. 3 industries for you to invest in 2020 for you to have financial freedom. 5G, Bitcoin, cannabis stocks. The broader market will explode too. But I believe, yeah, you can do well with Apple. You can do well with Facebook. You'll do well with them. But if you really want to do very, very well, you need to look for those undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed companies that are in the hottest sectors like 5G, cannabis, Bitcoin. And those are going to be the ones that are going to have an opportunity to go up 10x. That's right. You're going to have a chance to make 5x to 1,000% returns on stocks in the cannabis sector, 5G, and Bitcoin in 2020. I want you to remember where you heard it first. I want you to write down today's date, December 6th, 2019. And I want you to remember where you heard it first. Where's all those experts that guaranteed a crash in 2019? Where are they at? So many people said, oh my God, all these experts are guaranteeing a crash. Where are they at? Where are they at? I honestly want to know where they at. Where's all the experts that guaranteed a recession? Where are they at? I love to know. Where's all those people? Where are all those experts? Where are they at? Hey, experts, where you at? Where you at? Weren't we supposed to have a recession? Where are you at? Wasn't the stock market supposed to crash? Where are you at, experts? How many experts predicted a crash this year, guys? Does that look like a crash to you? 2,758 companies up 2% today and 680 down 2% today. 844 companies up more than 2%. 188 companies down more than 2%. 121 companies up 5 to 10%. 47 companies down 5 to 10%. I don't know. It looks like winning to me, man. Sure looks like winning to me. I want to know where all the experts, are that predicted a crash. And I want to know where all the experts are that predicted a recession. Where's all the yield curve experts? Where are they? I honestly want to know. Where are all the experts? Because while they were predicting a crash, the entire market has been at all-time highs. While they were predicting a recession, America's being made great again. Where are those experts? There's so many billion-dollar experts that guaranteed a crash. People are now saying Ray Dalio is going to short the market. He's going to lose his ass. I don't give a shit. He's already got billions. He can afford to lose more. Go ahead. He's going to lose his ass. He's publicly saying he's going to short the market in a market where Donald Trump can just call up his boys at the Fed and say, hey, Club Fed, print out another couple trillion and let's buy a little bit of that stock. Ray Dalio wants to buy some puts on the market. Let's make sure we squeeze his ass. What's he going to do? What's Ray Dalio going to do? He's going to get blown away. Anybody who's shorting these broader markets is not in business right now. They're done. The only thing they can short is cannabis stocks because there isn't enough institutional investors in there yet. Yet being the key word. It's coming. Oh, it's coming. And all the big players that I'm spending time talking to, the really rich elite, they're buying. They're buying. And they had an amazing 2019 because they were buying Shopify. They were buying Facebook. They were buying Apple when everyone was saying, a recession's coming. When everyone was saying, the yield curve is going to create a crash. While all the fake news and all the media was creating lies, the elite were buying and getting rich. The rich once again getting richer. Meanwhile, everybody else is on the sidelines, scared, waiting for this to crash, and it's not going to happen. And what's going to happen is this will continue and continue until Donald Trump comes out and says, we are at the hottest bull market in the history of the stock market. And everybody's going to rush in to buy. And that's when it'll crash. I just want you to remember today. I want you to remember what I'm saying. I want you to remember today's date, December 6, 2019. And if you don't think that 2020 can make you rich, then you're not paying attention to the real numbers. In 2019, the stock market has exploded. The S&P 500 is up huge. The NASDAQ is up huge. The Dow Jones is up huge. Did you take advantage of it? No. When are you going to get in? When everything goes up another 20%? Guess what? That's when everyone else is going to get into. And when everybody else gets in, it's going to force the entire markets to go up like we've never seen before, because all the retail is going to come off the sideline. They're all going to start buying these stocks, and we're going to see them all explode like the cannabis stocks did, and they're going to go up like crazy. And then once everybody's fully in, just like with the cannabis stocks, that's when they're going to crash. And everyone's going to lose their ass, just like everybody did this year in the cannabis stocks. I want you to remember today's date, write it down, remember these predictions. Don't be scared of Bitcoin. I'm going to make a separate video on why Bitcoin is going to go up as much as 5 to 10x. And why you need to position yourself in Bitcoin right now. Forget all the other coins. Forget all the other cryptocurrencies. The only cryptocurrency that matters in the world is Bitcoin. I've been in the crypto game for years. I've studied it. I've watched it. I've bought it myself. And I've come to realize that everything else is complete and utter trash. The only coin that matters is Bitcoin. So I'm going to make a separate video on all of my findings that I found last night from two of the best investors ever in the history of America who are predicting, this is not just me, which was so amazing because I had the same predictions. They're predicting that Bitcoin will explode, cannabis stocks will explode, and 5G stocks will explode all in 2020, which is pretty interesting because I had the exact same prediction. So now it gave me the confidence to say, hey, you know what? I'm on the same page, man. Let's take this to the next level. So I had to bring it to you guys and let you guys know my findings. I got a list of stocks I'm going to give you guys that I think we need to own. I'm going to do that in a separate video, but stay tuned. Get your popcorn ready. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. We've been bringing you winners since 2017, and we love to bring them to you first. And we love to bring you the winners before they explode. Not like everybody else that talks to you about a stock after it explodes, and then they go down. I like to bring you the winners before they explode. Just like we brought you Zuma Away Travel. I've been talking about Zuma Away Travel today. Here it is. Zuma Away Travel up 18.75%. It's been as high as 14.5 cents. It's been as low as 1.5 cents this year. And we brought this pick to our community. Thank you, Justin, for bringing this pick to us first. At 2 cents. It went to 14 cents. Our community made as much as 700% returns. We're going to find more. You can book it. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. And I'm out. Peace.